Bold and beautiful preview. Accusations fly as Poppy faces the police. Plus, Donna's crush is a very familiar face. In the latest The Bold and the Beautiful preview for August 12 to 16, get ready to rock out like it's the 80s all over again. Read on and watch the preview below. At Il Giardino, Will tells Liam that he's glad his dad has found Poppy and their new sister. Liam appears to be concerned though. Last week, after Luna found her mother had Tom's backpack, she even suspected her mother could be guilty of his and Hollis' murder. However, Poppy claimed she had no idea how it ended up in her old apartment. Poppy admitted that Tom believed he, not Bill, was Luna's father. Later, a conflicted Luna confided in RJ, which was a big mistake. RJ leaked the details about Tom's backpack to Katie, and she didn't hesitate to contact Detective Baker. Katie then rushed over to inform Bill he might be in danger and that Poppy could be a killer. Coming up, Katie opens the door to Detective Baker, who is accompanied by an officer with a police search dog. Baker says he didn't come here with a theory and says he has evidence. He holds up an evidence bag with a floral medallion inside. With Bill by her side, Poppy insists she didn't do anything wrong. Brooke's relaunch of her bedroom line in Monte Carlo was a huge success. In fact, she broke the internet. Coming up, as the Forresters gather back home to celebrate, they are stunned when Danny and Christine arrive on their doorstep from Genoa City. Donna especially seems to fangirl out over the Danny Romolotti. Christine and Brooke jam out to Danny as he sings his big 1989 breakout hit, Rock On. In fact, everyone cuts loose. Get ready for a huge Young and Restless and Bold and Beautiful crossover event. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. This past week on The Bold and the Beautiful, Katie went so far as to accuse Poppy of murder, not to her face, though to Bill's. The week of Monday, August 12 through Friday, August 16, Luna's mom is sure to have as big a reaction to her rival's allegation as Quinn ever did when the Logan sisters ganged up on her. And just wait till Poppy sees that Katie has brought Deputy Chief Baker to Bill's house with incriminating evidence. But the big twist to come is the show's crossover with the Young and the Restless. On a trip to Los Angeles, Christine and Danny mix business with pleasure. Their portrayers Laura-Lee Bell and Michael Damian tell Soaps.com that they spent days sipping fake champagne on the set while their characters celebrated the relaunch of the Brooks bedroom line with the Forresters and Logans. What's more, Ridge has a proposition for the couple that might just make regular visits to the City of Angels a must. Damian says there's a bunch of little surprises, and there's some drama going on in the background. Needless to say, Danny manages to squeeze in a rendition of his chart topper from the 1980s, his cover of David Essex's Rock On. Somewhere over the course of the week, Hope is sure to have another of her racy flights of fancy starring Finn too, and hopefully Taylor, now Rebecca Budig, will make her way home so we can learn more about her agenda. But we won't know until we get the full set of spoilers. Check back for those, they're coming. From Bob Barker and Betty White to Phyllis Diller and Lil Nas X, check out the below photo gallery of stars who have guested on The Bold and the Beautiful and all the soaps. Bold and Beautiful's Jacqueline Messins Wood drops a photo with her castmates that'd make Steffy groan. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. The Bold and the Beautiful's Jacqueline Messins Wood, Steffy, never ceases to amaze when it comes to posting some of the most gorgeous photos. The CBS soap star took to Instagram to share a few of her latest, simply captioned with 3 emojis, a heart, a butterfly, and a star. In the first, Wood is seen holding her youngest son Valor, who she shares with husband Alan Raspoli, close to her chest. Though his mom was wearing some silver jewelry, Valor wore a Baltic amber necklace and bracelet, and some say they do wonders for a teething baby. There were shots of the beach, a beautiful blue bouquet, and one of her sharing some laughs with her castmates. And though Steffy likely wouldn't be up for a summer get-together with Brooke, Bridget, and Donna, Wood was clearly enjoying time spent with Catherine Kelly Lang, Ashley Jones, and Jennifer Garise. Plus, a few others were there to enjoy the day too, including the young and the restless alum Tamara Clatterbuck, ex-Alice, who commented, "Love you, sweet girl. Such a fantastic fun day." To which Wood agreed and replied, "Such a fun day." And for those who follow the actress, you already know she's a big fan of bees. Yes, bees. Wood proved it by allowing one to rest on her finger, which was something she documented her son Rise doing, as well back in 2022. Mommy, I saved a bee. His name is Billy," Rise had stated in a video. He was on the floor, he couldn't find his home. The next pic was of Wood and her dog, who was sitting on her lap as she was behind the wheel. And the last was an image of a shooting star. So as you can see, when Wood isn't bringing Steffy to life, she's enjoying her own to the fullest. Will the return of bold and beautiful's Taylor derail the Logan Express? Taylor's bold and beautiful return left me with a whole lot of questions, including why. Meanwhile, the Logan women were kinda out of control. Steffy did her damnedest to rain on everyone's parade, and Brooke broke the internet. There's a lot to talk about, so let's dive in. When Bold and Beautiful showed a mystery woman watching Brooke and Ridge from a distance, we jokingly suggested it might be Taylor. Little did we know that the next day, we'd be proven right. What followed was perhaps the most ridiculous reintroduction scene in history. I kinda suspected we might be in for a rough ride when Steffy's phone rang, and the caller ID read, "Dr. Taylor Hayes, Mom." What followed was a competition to see whether Steffy or Taylor could say the word Mom more often. But by far, the winning line of dialogue went to newbie Rebecca Budig, who, as Taylor, got to say, "I love you, my daughter. I love you, Steffy. Mama's coming home." The episode should have come with a disclaimer reading, "No actors were hurt by the dropping anvils." I'm going to assume that when the scripts were written, the show hadn't yet decided whether or not to go the role of Taylor Hayes is now being played by Root. Which, of course, they ultimately did, rendering the scenes which followed even more hysterically funny. Here we go again. For months, it seemed as if Bold and Beautiful had absolutely no idea what to do with Brooke and Ridge. They reunited in Italy, declared their undying love, and then nada. Guess having tied the knot approximately 436 times, they aren't in any hurry to marry again. Turns out, the writers really didn't know what to do with this pair unless it involved Taylor. I'm willing to bet that any day now, Brooke and Ridge will announce plans to marry, because while there was no reason for them to rush down the aisle before, Taylor's presence on the canvas will change that. Personally, I'd love it if the show threw Taylor into a new romance. Let's chemistry test Budig around the canvas before throwing her back into the triangle from hell. But I think we all know that ain't gonna happen. Logan's gone wild. When it comes to the Bold and Beautiful audience, most viewers seem to fall into one of two camps. They are either #Team Logan or #Team Forrester. Neither side cares for the other much, and both love to trash talk the other. Both the on-screen feud and the off-screen fan wars can become tiresome, but it's also exactly what soaps thrive on. People are invested in their favorite characters to the point where they will happily call anyone who doesn't see things their way biased. Because I ship storylines, not couples, I've been accused of bias by both sides, which is sort of ironic when you think about it. That said, this past week I kinda understood why some viewers have a hate-on for the Logan sisters. I mean, Katie's running around telling anyone who'll listen that Bill has shacked up with a murderer, The entirety of Forrester Creations seems to rely on Brooke selling undies, and Hope spent the week either declaring her mom the savior of them all or fantasizing about Steffy's husband. To be fair, Steffy wasn't exactly a treat, scowling her way through the Brooks' bedroom presentation and taking every opportunity possible to downplay Brooks' not insignificant role in the success of Forrester. She was right, however, to say that everybody talking about the launch would mean nothing unless and until sales backed up that excitement, which it soon did. As Steffy and Hope were bickering, I kinda wanted them to break into a spirited rendition of the song, "What Is This Feeling?" from the Broadway show and upcoming movie, Wicked. Listen to the lyrics in the version below, as performed by an adorable group of girls, and you'll understand why. The business of pleasure. Let's talk about this big Brooks bedroom launch, shall we? It struck me as odd that they gathered all those reporters, but didn't have a big screen on which they could watch the video. Instead, they all had to take out their phones in order to view the, say it with me now, social media drop. And yet later, Brooke and Ridge were seen in a lovely tent, with a big screen behind them running the promo on a loop. Weirder still, Brooke made her little speech, then she and Ridge wandered off to canoodle and congratulate themselves, completely ignoring the gathered media. Until later, when suddenly all of those gathered had cameras and questions. Let's just say that continuity is not bold and beautiful's strong suit. Dear Poppy. The other big story this week involved the letters mysteriously showing up in Luna and Poppy's apartment. We've been told that the mother and daughter have always been extremely close, yet Luna sure was quick to accuse Poppy of murder. Meanwhile, rather than calling RJ, shouldn't Luna have maybe called the police? Meanwhile, the show has a bit of an Il Giardino problem. If everyone thinks that Sheila, or someone else, is killing people at the restaurant, why do they continue to go there? Only moments after Brooke literally asked, "What's going on with the deaths at Il Giardino?" She and Ridge sent RG scurrying there for a pizza, as if there aren't any other places in town to get a pie. At the very least, they could have had it delivered. Random thoughts. Asterisk, I wish they'd relaunched Brooke's bedroom with the slogan "Forever Brooke," which would have not only been a great ad campaign, but would play into the fact that it's been a couple decades since the line was launched. I also wish that, in keeping with the spirit of empowering women, they'd had Brooke be the face of the line, but surrounded her by women of all colors, shapes, and ages. Talk about a missed opportunity. Asterisk, when Katie told those assembled to watch the promo that she had something of a personal nature to discuss, I thought maybe she was going to tell everyone that she and Carter had broken up. But nope. It's weird that a show which loves repeating things over and over has only made brief, passing reference to the end of that relationship.